Kamato here. Just wanted to share with you the card that I'm finishing up for Craft Roulette, episode 299. That's right, 299. So, if anybody is counting correctly, this should be my 52nd card for the year. That's right, for the year. And while I'm gluing here, we will go ahead and talk about the week's parameters. They were Project Double Z card, oh yeah, then Rudolph colors, Optimistic, and Plain Circle or Circles. Well, Double Z. Okay, haven't made one of those in a while, so that's a fun challenge. I saw my crafty friend Alyssa make it this way, where normally you would start with a 4 1/4 by 11 size piece of paper and fold it like you normally would for a card. Then take the one flap, fold it back. Okay, there's your single Z. All righty. Well, as Mary and crafty friend Reagan showed, if you were doing the card where it was the top fold side and then you were folding back that way, you'd have the extra piece to cut off. Well, I just cut my own from the other side of the paper. This is 1.5 inches, but it's the same 11. So I scored in half, then at the 5 1/2 mark for the 11, and then folded back the one side. I think this ended up being about 2 3/4 there. The numbers that I put on here were just a reminder for me for some of the pieces when I glue on there of where they were going, because it turned out I had a lot of pieces to cut. So, as you can see, I wanted to make sure everything got in the right order. So, now this kind of parchmenty type paper I got from my crafty friend Lisa, and I thought that added to the Rudolph colors. I did a lot of the creamies and the browns, hence what you would think of like for a deer. I kind of almost went baby deer style, so little baby Rudolph. So a little bit, here's my Papa Red on the outside of this panel. And as a baby deer, he'd probably have lots of little reds and a little bit of pink, say maybe like around his nose, the inside of his ears, inside his mouth might be that kind of red color. So yeah, that's what we're going to go with, a little baby Rudolph. And so little deers have, fawns have a lot of white spots. So, Optimistic will come with the sentiment that I'm going to put on the inside. You are allowed to take breaks. Because how optimistic would it be to have this cute little Hedgie drinking coffee? And yes, it is okay to take breaks. Coffee breaks. And also with the sentiment, I did contemplate using this one. Surround yourself with Hedge-Hugs, not negativity. But I decided to go with the all-time appropriate sending hugs. Oh, would you look at where all these sentiments perhaps come from? Yes, they come from a printable. Since I've been loving printables, crafty friend Lynn over at LV Handcrafted has this cute hedgehog set. So if you have her Easy One die, the collab she did with Not Too Shabby, it works perfectly with that. I do not have that die, but I love me a printable. So it comes with coordinated papers, which I love. I mean, it's hearts. And then, of course, it has this light pink heart as well that I will be using on my card. And when you print out these little hedgies, you also get this fun snowflake type paper, which is that light cream color with that kind of gingerbready type brown, which I love this time of year, of course. So I thought that also went really well for the Rudolph colors. Here's the little hedgie. Now, this one prints out as the standard page here, rather large. which would totally work for this card. I want it a little smaller, so I did the fancy finagling of if you print 2 pages on 1 page, kind of with your printer settings. There's some fancy finagling. You got to know what you're doing. But it printed out just a little bit smaller, and I liked that for this card, so I could put that just on top of there. Yep, I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh no, I almost forgot something. Oh, please hold, please hold. I was too quick to glue. Whatever will I do? Okay, hold on. Okay, saved. Doesn't look great, but it will be saved. Oh look, plain circles. Now, would you consider plain circles such as that? Because they are a little shiny? Yeah, we're gonna go with it, so just go with it. Okay, let's see. That is a letter D that I put on there because I needed to know which one went where. So D has got to go on this side. Oh, too quick to glue. Have you had that happen to you? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But you know what? We're gonna find a way. Oh, that's gonna get covered up with that. Sweet. Okay. Because I didn't want to mess up my hearts. Okay, hearts going this way. I ink the edges a lot to bring in some more of the Rudolph brown. Okay. Oh, but back to the digital. This kit is available on lvhandcrafted.com. I will make sure to provide a link below. Oh, FYI, it is an affiliate link, so if you do purchase something, I may make a small commission off of that. Also, as a fun extra bonus for you, I have a coupon code to save you 10% off your purchase at LV Handcrafted. So I do hope you get the chance to stop on by, take a look, use that code, buy yourself some fun printables. With not Halloween, oh my word, Valentine's Day coming up around the corner, this little hedgy set might be perfect for that. And rumor has it, there'll be some other kits you could use for Valentine's Day, whether you like her card making kits, which this hedgy one is part of, or perhaps maybe you like a little something other Valentine's. Maybe you like that postage grid look. Give you a sneaky peek. Whoop, whoop. So there's always that funness there. I'll keep you updated with what's coming up too. So I do hope you get the chance to check that out. I really do love a good printable. Okay, back to where I was going originally, finishing up the double Z. I'll give you a little story. I meant to cut this down to fit solidly so it would kind of coordinate, but I made a boo-boo with cutting. So I decided to carry that boo-boo on through, and now it looks like I did it on purpose instead of an accident in me trying to fix my stuff. So hey, what do you know, Joe? That's what happened. All right, get this little cute hedgie all glued on together. Okay, I'll get that all lined up and get that in there. I auditioned a piece of that kind of parchment-y type paper. Oh, don't mind my little washi tape getting on there, wanting to hang out on the party there. But it didn't, I don't know, it didn't stand out enough, especially since this hedgie sitting here was on a white background. So I brought in the card base color, which is this Craft. And I thought that it kind of looked like a cookie. So I kind of like that. So I think I'm going to put that about there. And I thought that that brought out the browns a little bit more. What's fun is I think this hedgie could also be used for multiple occasions. Coming up for the fall again here in 2026 would be pretty neat. Maybe even a Christmas, because it does look kind of that gingerbready cookie type look. And did you just see my boo-boo there? Guess I am using this after all. Okay, so we'll put you about here, but not squish you down all the way, because Miss Thing over here put glue where she wasn't supposed to. So am I gonna glue down here maybe? Okay. Oh, that made life interesting. Nope. Didn't like that. We're gonna see if we can't. Okay. Well, maybe we could fold it in half. Ooh, how do we fix this? How do we fix this? Oh my goodness. I got so into chatting with you that I kind of lost track of what the heck I was doing. Crazy silly mama. Okay, how is that looking? Well, that's better. And I think by doing it halvesies, we should be all right. So let me go ahead and cut this down, fix my boo-boo. I'll be right back. All right, I think I got my boo-boo fixed. Let's see if you can notice. Too bad. Nope, I think we're okay. I did leave this panel blank, thinking it would be a good writing space, but now that I've put this on, you can't really get back there to write. So I'd have to write a message back here. But you know what? That's okay. I attached the sending hugs. I used the die. Let's see. This is one for, again, Not Too Shabby, and Lynn made. It made the cute sentiments. It's the Shabby Snips. Works with the Ultimate Sentiments that I also used for this. Lynn is coming out with some printables too. I used, let's see, this Scalloped one to go ahead and cut out not just the sending hugs and a panel to back it behind to make it a little more sturdy. I cut it out of the craft kind of color one and then used my X-Acto knife to cut out the middle, and that I got the little frame for it. Was it a little bit more work? Yes, it was. But that's okay because I quite enjoyed it. I have a cute little piece to use for something else. So I'm okay with that. Here's the other main die that cuts that out, and which I did, and I have all kinds of cute little sentiments to be able to use here in the future on something. And so I like how that all turned out. So not only to use the FUNN kit, but get to use the sentiments as well. And because I cut down my pattern paper, snicker perker, here's some 6x6 sizes I cut out of the full 8.5 by 11 size for it. I think I'm going to take these 3 papers along with the solid that came with it for some background, and I'm going to use these for a Kendra's card challenge coming up. I think that sounds joyful of fun. Trying to see, here's the pattern color of the solid that came with it, so I think that that will match quite nicely along with some craft. So stay tuned for some of that goodness there. But real quick parameter check. Hot Mess Express I got to clean up, but hey, that was the standard operating procedure for 2025. We'll see what we can do for 2026. Okay, double Z. I think that is a check. As one can see, I have 1 Z and 2 Z's. So double Z, woohoo, woohoo, or Z, depending on what part of the world you are in. Rudolph colors. Lots of browns, lots of pinkies, and some whites. And I think I accomplished that along with that pop of red, which is on Rudolph's nose. Even baby Rudolph, I am sure. Optimistic, I am sending hugs. That's pretty positive and upbeat, as well as you are allowed to take breaks. That sounds pretty positive to me. Plain circles, I could go as far as my stretchy pants could reach and say I used a plain circle to cut out Hedgie. But just in case, I put on some plain champagne colored, because I also thought they went with the color palette, circles as well on my card. So that is a check, 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 check for all the parameters. I will link you some information in case you're wondering, what is Craft Roulette? Nice little welcome message from me. In case you want to submit a card to Craft Roulette, I'll link their YouTube channel below. Of course, there'll be plenty of info down in that description box. Plenty of info down in that description box for printables, for the links that I mentioned, the coupon code, and as a sneak peek coming up for some other Valentine type stuff, oh, this one and this background paper will be a postage printable coming up in the new year. That is possibly as well a sneaky peek too coming up on one of those sentiments that you could cut out either with your trimmer if you don't have the die, or fabuloso with the die. Oh, and B Motto wanted to share with you, Mary from Craft Roulette, if you are listening, he really wanted you to take a look-see at this one as well. He took packing material, B Motto did, glued it all down to that's right, it's an A9 card. An A9 card. He took the markers and colored all over it, some different faces, some blobbies, and he wrote the little message in the inside. He had fun doing that last night and wanted me to share with Mary and all of you. Well, I appreciate you coming by today. If you have any questions about any of the products that I used, the card that I made, or just even want to say hi, let me know in the comments below. And have a happy New Year. I'll come back at you a little bit later with some New Year goals and talk about what we might be able to see on this channel in the future. So as always, until next time, bye!